Let's still stay on this matter and speak to law lecturer at the University of Ghana, Professor Kwadwo Appiah-Gyatuah. I'm grateful to you, Prof, for joining us on the phone lines here on the Channel One newsroom. First of all, what do you make of what has gone on in the past 2 days?
With respect to the petition for the removal of the Chief Justice.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thanks for having me. Yes. I mean, the point made here is that the President has forwarded petitions received to the Council of State for consultation on the petition for removal of the Chief Justice. This is in line with Article 1466 of the Constitution. But the developments today indicate that the process is being challenged on the grounds that the Chief Justice should be offered the opportunity to present a prima facie, to present her side of the story, and for a prima facie case to be determined by the Council of State. And so this, when you look at Article 1466 of the Constitution carefully, the Chief Justice is not given that opportunity to do so. It's only with respect to justices of the other justices of the Supreme Court, in which case they will submit, after the petition has been received by the Chief Justice, he or she, in this case, she will ask the judge against whom the petition has been brought to submit their side of the case for a prima facie determination. And the Chief Justice is demanding that that same opportunity should be accorded her. And so in that case, it is up to, she's asking the President to give her that opportunity. And the two cases that have been filed is also on similar grounds, that it will violate the principles of natural justice. Now, while the Constitution seems to distinguish the position of the Chief Justice from the rest of the justices in the procedures to follow, it is clear in the case of Ajay that the court is saying that the Chief Justice is first of all a justice of the Supreme Court. And so for that matter, she's entitled to be accorded the privilege of her case being determined, to make a prima facie determination of the case before, based on the consultation and the decision by the Council of State, a committee can be set up to go into the full matter if the Council of State feels that a prima facie case has been determined against her.
All right. By practice, at what point should a Chief Justice be notified in this petition?
Which notification, please?
Prof.
Hello.
I'm asking, at what point should a Chief Justice be notified in this whole process? She's writing to the President to be given copies of the petition, and I'm asking, at what point should she be notified?
I'm not clear. I don't know if I'm not hearing very well. To be notified of something?
Yeah, notified of the petitions against her.
Okay, so I think if the two cases in court can be, we want to overlook the two cases, then in this particular context, the Chief Justice, having requested for the content of the petition so that she can prepare and be given opportunity to present her side of the case in line with the rules of natural justice, she's asking for 7 days after she has received the document to be able to prepare and submit a response to the Council of State to make that determination as to whether a prima facie case has been established against her. So I think if that decision is accorded her, that request is accorded her, then it will make moot the two cases that have been filed at the Supreme Court requesting for this particular procedure to be respected.
Some also argue that there is no constitutional right for the Chief Justice to be notified at the prima facie determination stage. What do you make of this?
Yes, if you look at the Constitution, it sets up different rules for the Chief Justice with respect to her appointment as well as with respect to her removal. And so on the face of it, one can come to that conclusion. But in the Supreme Court case which I mentioned, the court was clear that that lacuna which has been found in the Constitution can be filled by saying that in the case of the Chief Justice, a prima facie case should also be established. So in that respect, we can conclude that it is only fair that her request should be acceded to so that she have the opportunity to respond to that. That, of course, does not mean that her case is, she will not have any opportunity at all to submit her case, because if the committee is set up, if the Council of State concludes that on the face, just on the face of the petitions alone, without her response to that, a prima facie case has been established, in which case the Constitution doesn't say so, but if the committee concludes so, and the matter is referred to the committee, the Chief Justice will also have the opportunity to present her side of the story and be represented by a legal counsel and so on if she wishes. But by reference to the Ajechum case, it is settled that the matter, the Chief Justice should be given the opportunity to also be heard, so that will give her the, whether on the at the first stage of the procedure, the case should be dismissed or the case should go on. Remember, a few months ago, during what President Akufo-Addo was in power, there was also a petition submitted by Professor Asare, and the then president ruled that, or concluded, probably in this case there was an opportunity for the Chief Justice to present her side of the case. We don't know, but the president concluded that there was no case against the Chief Justice.
Okay.
And so that is what may be the conclusion that what may have happened.
Some people also believe that these petitions be made public. Is that legally even permissible?
It could be made public because it is all part of the idea of transparency. And if it becomes, if it was to be a regular case, that should also have come before a regular court. But I think in this particular case, the Constitution says that the proceeding should be held in camera. So if at all the petition can be made public, the proceedings itself by the committee that the Constitution demands for it to be set up to look into the matter will only sit in camera.
All right, I'm grateful to you, Prof. Professor Kwadwo Appiah-Gyatuah is a law lecturer at the University of Ghana, providing us some legal perspectives on some petitions that have been forwarded to the President for the removal of the Chief Justice, which petitions the President has also forwarded to the Council of State for advice.